Some ancient discoveries weren't celebrated, they were shut down. Archaeologists uncovered objects so disturbing that research stopped almost immediately. Sites were closed, artifacts were sealed away, and access was quietly restricted. These discoveries weren't labeled dangerous by superstition. They were treated as real threats. So what did ancient civilizations leave behind that modern science refused to touch? One of the most unsettling ancient discoveries was an artifact so strange that researchers refused to continue studying it. Shortly after excavation began, multiple team members reported sudden illness, severe headaches, nausea, and extreme fatigue. At first, officials blamed environmental conditions, but when symptoms appeared even after researchers left the site, concern grew. The artifact itself was unlike anything else found nearby. Its material didn't match known alloys from the time period, and its surface showed no signs of corrosion, despite centuries underground. Eventually, the excavation was halted. The artifact was sealed and removed under controlled conditions. Access was restricted, and independent study was denied. To this day, no full report has been released explaining what caused the illnesses. Some believe it was toxic exposure. Others think the danger came from something far less understood. Whatever the truth is, this discovery crossed a line. It wasn't studied further, it was locked away. Not all dangerous ancient discoveries made people sick. Some made them leave. At one excavation site, archaeologists uncovered structures so unusual that work stopped almost immediately. No public warnings were issued. No official reports were released. The site was simply closed. Barriers were installed overnight, and access was restricted even to senior researchers. Satellite images of the area later showed visible changes, with sections of the site blurred or removed entirely. What alarmed experts most was how little damage the site showed. There were no signs of collapse or contamination, nothing that clearly justified the shutdown. Yet documents later revealed that equipment was removed in haste, leaving tools and markers behind. Some researchers claim they were told to leave without explanation. To this day, the reason for the closure remains unknown. No hazard was ever named, no discovery officially acknowledged. Whatever was uncovered at that site wasn't studied further. It was cut off from the world. Some ancient discoveries didn't cause illness or shutdowns. They caused fear. During one excavation, archaeologists uncovered an object so unsettling that multiple team members refused to handle it directly. No one could explain why. There were no visible hazards, yet workers reported an overwhelming sense of dread when standing near it. Several researchers described intense anxiety, disorientation, and an urge to leave the area immediately. Protective equipment didn't help. Distance didn't help. The artifact itself was silent and motionless, yet it became the center of concern. Work slowed, communication stopped, and progress stalled. Eventually, supervisors made a decision. The object would not be studied further. No physical tests, no extended exposure. Instead, it was covered, isolated, and left in place. Official reports later described the decision as precautionary. Unofficially, some researchers admit the reason was simpler. No one wanted to go near it again. Some ancient discoveries weren't dangerous because of what they were, but because of what they caused. At one remote excavation, archaeologists reported repeated disturbances after uncovering a buried structure. Equipment malfunctioned without explanation. Power failed repeatedly, and communication systems stopped working entirely. At first, these issues were dismissed as technical problems, but the failures continued even after equipment was replaced. Workers began refusing night shifts. Unexplained noises were reported near the site, and motion sensors triggered alerts when no one was present. Despite increased security, the disturbances didn't stop. Cameras failed, locks opened on their own, and warning systems went offline. Eventually, officials concluded the site couldn't be secured safely. The excavation was abandoned, the structure was resealed, and the location was removed from active research schedules. Nothing was ever officially blamed, but the site was never reopened. Some ancient discoveries weren't abandoned immediately. They were studied, quietly. In one case, archaeologists uncovered an object that was analyzed under strict supervision. No media access, no public announcement, and no outside researchers allowed. Initial tests reportedly showed anomalies that couldn't be easily explained. Measurements didn't match expected materials. Structural properties defied known ancient techniques. Soon after, the research team was dissolved. Reports were restricted, and access to the findings was classified. What's unsettling is that the discovery didn't disappear overnight. It remained under study for a short time, long enough for officials to decide it shouldn't be discussed publicly. Former researchers later claimed they were instructed not to speak about the discovery at all. Some left the field entirely. Others refused interviews. No museum ever displayed the object. No paper officially documented it. Whatever was discovered crossed a boundary. It wasn't destroyed, it was classified. Some ancient discoveries weren't forgotten by time. They were deliberately removed from it. And if modern researchers decided these discoveries were too dangerous to study, the real question is why they were created in the first place. History only shows us what survived, not what was hidden, and the most dangerous discoveries may still be waiting to be found.